What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XCN for JRN. I've been meaning to make a video on this because we did break the key areas that I was talking about, that I would not talk about XCN until we broke, and we did break that with this recent onslaught to the downside. Pretty oversold. Not the most oversold we've ever been, but the most oversold we've been since we've been like running up, right? Definitely the most oversold we've been. It might be good to take an overall fib here. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. Low to high, 618, 69 zone, relative areas of support, relative areas of resistance back here. It would make sense that we find support here. The weekly RSI doesn't look the best, but we could close here or higher, and then next week come down and get to that oversold zone or into it and still not see a lower low, right? That it can work that way. The daily RSI, that recovery yesterday looks kind of nice. The daily RSI does not look nice. 4-hour RSI doesn't look nice either, but I'd say the goal right now is to get above the 618 at about 2014. Close above there on multiple 4-hour candles. That'll get me a little bit excited. From this low to this high here, 1618 hit, bro. Nice, tipped it. And then hey, look, the 0.00139. That's at the golden ratio. This 1272. It's the same thing. So that's a significant area. If we can close above 20139 for a day or multiple 4-hour candles, I would feel pretty confident in calling that the low. If not, we absolutely could go lower. Absolutely, we could go lower. We could see, the 1886, the 2272, the 200 area itself. I've noticed a lot of cryptos actually showing significance on down moves on the 200 for whatever reason, but that doesn't mean we have to go there now. It's very common. I'm going to delete the greater fib here. Stay focused on the more relative one, right, from this low to high here. It's very common after finding support on your 618 to go up to your 1272 and then down. So we don't want to do that. We want to get above it. That's why it's important, right? It's not important to solidify that this is the low. I mean, it is important to solidify that this is the low. I was going to say, not to say that we're going to like move higher, or like when we're going to move higher, but really it's closing above here helps us understand, believe, vindicate, validate that we're not going to go below this area. Because if we do, the 1886 is substantially lower than the current prices, and the 2272 even becomes a target, which would just be nuts. We would add a zero at that point. So hopefully we don't do that. That's the goal. 20139. Close above there. Any given day, any given multiple 4-hour periods, that's what we need to see. And that's the best I got. As far as XCN goes for the all-time high projections, because I know a lot of people are wondering about that. If you take your all-time high, your current all-time high to your all-time low, this doesn't mean it's going to happen, right? But the minimum expectation, if you were to see new all-time highs, would be about 42.5 cents to $2.45. And I've checked out the market cap. It checks out. It makes sense. It could happen. Absolutely, it could happen. It could go higher than that, but I'm just saying from the current price, even if we don't see a new all-time high, even if we only go up to the 886, that's still a 44x, 43x. The 618 is still a 12x and 11x. Like these would be your like absolute worst case scenario targets for this cycle, right? And you're still getting over a 10x. Like this is a relatively good area to get in. I would buy more XCN right now, but I've got my eyes on some other stuff and I don't have cash deployable just yet. I'm working on it, but next week hopefully we've got some more cash to put into this thing. But yeah, man, like literally in the worst case scenarios, like a 40-something X is possible. In the best case scenario, we're talking about, not even, this isn't even the best. This is the minimum of the best, is a 300-something X. Potentially, dude, is that 1,000X from the current price? That would be 1,000. That'd be over a 1,000X if we saw two. I don't think we're going to see that, but it's possible. It is possible. The market cap checks out, but XCM would have to gain some serious traction. A lot of volume came in on these up moves. People bought. There's something going on with this thing, I think. Money talks, and right now there's not a lot of volume on these moves down. So I don't think these moves are really that substantial. I think time will validate that statement that we do just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Shake this off, shrug it off, walk it off, whatever. If this is the low, if we're proven right that it is the low and 0.00139 is broken to the upside, I mean, inevitably, when we see this next move up, the next high would be all the way at 0.0064 to all the way up to 1 cent, right? And from the current price, your next high could be a 4 near 5x to potentially a 7 near, yeah, like about a 7x, 7.3x there. So, and that would happen by the end of this year, probably. That's definitely my expectation by the end of this year is that we'd be up here. But we'll see. Time will tell. Anyways, guys, that's the best I got. I feel like I didn't speak too well in this video, but whatever. It's the end of the night for me. So hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm going to get some sleep. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.